Ram and welcome to a new episode of Chai with Sai. This will be part 2 of our previous podcast, which is discussing on the characters of Ramayana. So in this episode, we are going to dive deeper into the other characters of Ramayana, and we are going to discuss with our panel of guests, Auntie Sudha and Sister Hamsa. Welcome to the show.
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. So I think we'll continue from the part that we left previously. So if you have not seen the previous episode, please do watch it in our YouTube channel and as well as on Spotify. So continuing, so the next character that we're going to speak about is actually the character of Lakshmana. So Auntie Sudha, you want to just explain a bit on the character of Lakshmana, maybe? Just give us a bit of intro.
It's the most loyal brother. Always stand together with the brother. He never left his brother alone anywhere. Always with the brother. That is a loyalty he shows. So devoted, I can tell. Devoted brother. So he's Rama. And he's an incarnation of his Ananda. That Ananda snake.
You want to explain a bit on that, Auntie? I don't think a lot of people know about this.
Okay.
I also don't know.
Don't know. Okay, it's okay. Then I'll tell you. When Rama want to take avatar as a Rama, so then he got 3 wives, isn't he? So he must have children. So Lakshmana came. Ananda came as Lakshmana. The Chakra came
Ananda
as
is
the
what?
snake.
The snake.
The snake bed. Snake bed. Ananda Ayiram Thalir.
Yes,
Okay.
the snake.
So the snake came as Lakshmana, and the Chakra, Sri Chakra as Bharata, and Shanga as Shatrughna. They all followed, and they all came as his brother. That's why they are so attached, They all from
all part of
of his one, isn't it?
One entity.
Yeah. So then what else I have to tell? Without Rama, Lakshmana cannot, because when they are small, because they are Sumitra's children, isn't it? They're twins, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. And if they will cry until they take Lakshmana and put near to Rama, he will stop crying. And Shatrughna, they stop together with Bharata, he will stop crying. So they are close like that. That's why you can see Rama and Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna. These 4 brothers are, but they are devoted to Rama like anything. So you must have a Lakshmana brother.
Yeah.
I remember there was a story about Lakshmana that Lakshmana doesn't even look at Rama's face, So I also remember another incident where so when Rama and Sita are getting married, right? So Rama is a very tall person. So Rama can easily put the garland on Sita, but how is Sita going to put for Rama? He's really tall, So then the Rama cannot bend down also because he's a king, like he's a prince, and also it won't be respectable if he bend his head to Sita. So what happened was, then Lakshmana noticed this awkward thing going on. So he immediately went and fell on Rama's feet to take Pada Namaskar, and then at that gap, Sita put the mala on him.
Because you take Pada Namaskar, then you have to
you have to bow down, right?
Yeah,
so then
nice.
Sita put the mala on him. So it's all these small things that he does that really shows that he cares, and the way Lakshmana protects Sita when they were in
Forest.
In the forest. What's the place name?
Panchavadi.
Yeah. So how Shurpanakha was Shurpanakha was coming to attack Sita, right? And then he just cut off the nose. So it's he's very, very protective over his family. He always wants everyone to be safe. So I think he's that kind of character.
There's one story that I heard. When Sita was kidnapped, right? She threw off all the jewelries and all these things, right?
Yeah.
So when they asked, Rama was really lost at that point of time. So they were asking Lakshmana, Lakshmana, do you recognize this or not? Do you recognize the earrings or not? He said, I don't recognize any of this. The only thing that he recognized is
Anklet.
the anklet.
Anklet.
Yeah, because it always looks.
Then asked him, why do you recognize only the anklet? You don't recognize any of other Sita's jewelry? He said, he never seen Sita's face.
Yes.
He always look at
The
her
ground,
feet
yeah.
only.
Yeah.
So that's the humility and the humbleness of Lakshmana, I think. So I think when you speak about Lakshmana, right, there's a very interesting story about Lakshmana, right, Auntie? I think you will be the best person to narrate it.
Which interesting story?
During the time
They-
he was
they got-
watching the forest.
Okay. So
No,
Lakshmana.
auntie knows already.
Auntie knows already.
Yeah. No, Lakshmana want to protect his brother and sister-in-law. So he need to be, safeguard, isn't it? Night all he had to look after them. So how? He feeling sleepy, So because he had to sleep. So finally he did what, He called Nidra Devi. He prayed to Nidra Devi. So Nidra Devi came and told, I don't want to sleep until 14, this whole thing finish. 14 years, I don't want to sleep. Then Nidra Devi told, if there's somebody can take over your sleep, then I'll switch the sleep to them and you can take care of your brother. So then he told, can you please go and ask my wife, Urmila. Then my wife definitely will do that for me. So then Nidra Devi went and asked her, Urmila, of course, very happily took over that. At least she can do some service for her husband. So she took over that. 14 years she was sleeping actually, and 14 years Lakshmana was staying awake day and night and looking after them. But that is also got one thing, because Indrajit, Meghanath, Ravana's son got a boon saying that the person who didn't sleep for 14 years only can kill him. Nobody can live that. That's what he thought, Nobody will live without
Just
sleep.
sleeping,
Nobody can live. Okay, so that person only can kill me. Okay, so Lakshmana, that's why Lakshmana killed Meghanath. Okay, because he didn't sleep. That is a boon. He never expected that Lakshmana never sleep. And also there is a story that he have an enmity towards Meghanath. Because Anandan, the snake, he got a daughter. Okay, and Meghanath really, kidnapped her and went and married her. Okay, so Meghanath's wife is his daughter. So he was very angry with Meghanath. So that is another version of it, because I don't know whether you all heard or not.
Never heard of this.
So that's why he wanted to kill. That time itself he always asked, he want to kill Meghanath. So that's two desires.
But then when you see about Lakshmana, right? Lakshmana is also a prince to the kingdom, and he's also her husband, right? So in order to follow his brother, he left his duty as a prince, and he left his wife. So was it, how does it compare, like in dharma? I think, do you have any opinion on this?
No, he got a dharma as towards his wife as a husband. He got a dharma as a brother to his brother, okay, younger brother to elder brother. And Rama is going to forest alone for 14 years. So of course he need to be with him. So in forest lot of dangers can happen and all that. So he wanted to be with his brother to protect him. He also followed. So that is his dharma is here to serve his brother in all conditions, because in the forest, it's in the war, whatever it is, he was there to be with him. That's why when he wanted to come, like Ram earlier told, no need to come, but he forced, without him he cannot live also. Without Rama, Lakshmana is not there. So only thing, he find it very difficult to ask the permission from Urmila, his wife. So, but when he went and explained, but she also knows his affection towards his brother, so she agreed. And she told, okay, I'll stay here to look after your parents. So parents are, that time as a father was alive, so I'll look after your parents. But lucky she was there, so she took over the sleep
responsibility. Yeah, so I think another debated point about Lakshmana, I think you know what I'm talking about, is the cutting of the nose of Shurpanakha, right? So Hamsa, do you think from that angle, right, what he did was right or not? Because if you really look at it, Shurpanakha just wanted to, she saw a very good looking man, he wanted to get married to her. Of course, it's a normal thing, right? For that, was the punishment of cutting the nose and all this, was it just in your view?
I think what I understand from the story, right, is the fact that Rama said no to Shurpanakha,
Yes.
and then Sita walked out, and then Shurpanakha was like, "Oh, so this is why you said no to me." So Shurpanakha was like about to like attack Sita, so he didn't want harm to come to Sita. So what I remember from the story is Lakshmana actually told her a few times, "Don't,
Okay.
you know, I have this thing where we cannot hurt women, you know." But she was still at the attacking position, so he was put in a place where he had no choice. So he had to do that to cut off her nose so that she will, you know, take a step back and no harm will come to Sita. So she was given a chance, but you know, she still wanted to exceed the limit, the boundary. So I think in that situation it is fine, because if, like, let's say our family is going to get attacked, and you know, we tell them first, don't come near us, I wouldn't hesitate to, you know,
It's a defense.
yeah.
mechanism.
It's a defense lah.
Yeah.
Auntie, do you have anything to add to this?
No, this actually she said that everything is there, but you know, they won't kill women. Okay, so that's why he cut the nose. He cannot cut his.
Exactly,
He can cut his her neck, isn't it?
Correct.
Straight away can
Yeah.
cut, but because they don't want to move away from the dharmic this one, so she's cut. Once a woman for the beauty, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
So once you cut the nose, there is no beauty, and that's a thing hurt a lot, and she went and complained to Ravana about it, because she because of Rama told, I'm already married to this my wife, so I won't marry anybody else. So she was very angry. So I killed the person, means you can marry me. That's the thing she's asking, So she want to kill Sita. Who will take it? Nobody will take it. So did it.
No, if we say Lakshmana, right? If I just say Lakshmana, right? What's the one word that comes to your mind? One word. If I say Lakshmana, what comes to your mind?
Rama.
For me, I think Lakshmana is just pure love, lah. Really, like I being in Urmila's position, I think it will be very hard to live without your companion for so long. But I think the love that Lakshmana had for Rama was just so immense that he cannot live without Rama. Like he and Rama are like one.
That's why I told Lakshmana means for me Rama.
Always the reference is be like Rama and Lakshmana.
Rama,
they say
Lakshmana,
brothers, they say it must be like
Yeah.
Rama and Lakshmana. It's always a comparison, right?
But his wife, very sad lah.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Urmila is a silent character in
silent
Ramayana.
character.
Nobody
A lot of
talked
sacrifice
about
also.
her. Nobody wrote anything about her. But my favorite character is Urmila,
Yes,
in the
why?
Ramayana story. I don't know why. I liked Urmila from the beginning better than Sita. I don't know why.
Oh,
I don't know why. I love that character because she has
Urmila is actually related to Sita, right?
Sita's sister.
Yeah,
Sister.
sister.
So she lived in the palace. She want to enjoy the palace life. That's why she stayed back. But Sita, look at Sita. She left everything and went with the husband. Okay, everybody left like this. Husband and wife will go, means who will look after the mother? So then another thing. When Lakshmana asked you, can you stay here without me? She obeyed the husband. But nobody knows her wife. At least Sita with Rama, she knows what is happening. Rama is always with her. Only that 1 year separation.
Yeah.
But Urmila, 14 years. How can a wife take it? So I don't know why. From small itself, I like the characters. Urmila, my favorite character.
I think as you analyze deeper into each of these characters, you realize that it's not as surface as it seems.
A big drop of tears she hide behind her eyes.
Very nicely put, Auntie. So, I think next character we're going to talk about is actually Bharata. Okay, so Bharata is Rama's younger brother, the son of Kaikeyi. He was technically the king of Ayodhya in absence of Rama's during the 14 years of Rama's Vanavasa. But Bharata, maybe you want to just talk about what Bharata did after Rama left, Auntie. So basically the boon has been extracted. Rama and all the three
when he
left.
came, he was at his grandfather's place. So he came, father died, so they had to do the karma. So they called him back. So when he came, everybody looking Bharata one kind, because of you, your mother sent Ramayana, that type of things. So he was so upset. Then he came, everything he came to know. He didn't talk to Kaigeyi. Okay, he left, and also he went to forest. Okay, brother, you go back. Father's boon, I can also take it, isn't it? I can live here 14 years, and you go back. He begged, for that. Nobody, I got a kingdom ready. I can stay here. No, he didn't do that. As a good brother, he went and asked him. So finally, he took the slipper, placed on his head, and came back to the country. And he left the slipper on the thorn, and he ruled the country on behalf of Rama. But he didn't stay in the palace.
Yeah.
He went to the border of the country. He put a hut there. How Rama lives in forest, he was living here. You know one thing? Later, but 14 years later, when Rama came back, nobody can identify who is Rama, who is Bharata. They become same. So that much, he was doing penance, he was praying on Rama, meditating upon Rama. So look at the devotion he had for Rama.
Like the story goes, like, until Bharata has to like bend down and, at Rama's feet, then we go, oh, this is Rama, this is Bharata, because they look identical.
Identical. Because that much of devotion he had for Rama. 14 years he lived the life of a sannyasi, exactly like Rama, what he did. Who will do that? As I tell you, he sacrificed his life for Rama.
This story looks like everyone had their own sacrifices.
Yeah. And I think, like, if you really look at it, right, first, when Bharata walked into the sun, because of you only, just imagine the scene, just as he's coming into the city.
Just imagine, city, all people come up and look at him, turn the head and go back. How you feel? He don't know. When he left, everybody is happy. They're all nice. And when he came in, all gloomy. Nobody is laughing. So only said, no, there is no nothing. So these two are telling, what happened?
And then, when Rama came back into the city, like literally you cannot differentiate between Rama and Bharata.
They look same.
So I think in a way that if you have that much devotion for the Lord, right, eventually you
will
change to become like Him.
Yeah,
also.
the glow will come into you,
Yeah,
that's why certain devotees looks exactly like the deity they are praying to.
Yeah. They have that energy around
energy.
them. Yeah. Do you want to add anything on Bharata? Maybe anything comes to your mind?
No, Auntie said it well.
Yeah. So that part where I just want to talk about one. There's one movie I watched lah. So this movie, there's one dialogue which I really like. It says basically a particular sage or a pandit lah, he'll be giving a date for a pratishtha of the vigraha in the temple to whoever is on lah. Then he said the date that was set was actually the Rama's coronation date. Okay, I said, then another somebody in the crowd will just say, what are you setting this date? This is the date that he was exiled. Then the sage replied back, on this day was the day that Rama's sleepers rose on the throne. So literally, not Rama's sleepers rose on the throne, ruled the kingdom. Right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a very beautiful dialogue. I think.
In Kerala, there is a temple for Bharata. I don't know whether there is any other temples in any other places. I don't know. Kerala, we have all the four brothers temples. And during this Adi Masam, in Kerala, the people, they read Ramayana. I say this month called Ramayana Masam. Masam means month. They read from the first day and till the last day of the month. That whole month, 31 days, they will read. So one day they will spend from morning till evening. They'll visit all these four temples in a day. So they will go to Rama temple, then Bharata temple, then Shatrughna and Lakshmana temple.
Interesting.
And there is one temple, the Lakshmana temple. They were reading that Ramayana. So in the Ramayana, there is one reason Rama telling Lakshmana, take my bow and arrow. he's telling, Lakshmana, take my... So that scene came, the statue of the Lakshmana came out, the leg. So still they cannot close the door. The leg is outside, little bit, Lakshmana temple.
Wow, interesting, huh?
The cover is I went to the temple. I went to the temple, Rama temple, and the Bharata temple also I've been, but Shatrugna temple I never been.
Yeah, I think in a way, if you look at, like, we spoke about Lakshmana, we spoke about Bharata, right? Both of them just loved Rama like to the core, but then the way they expressed it is like totally different, right?
Different way.
How do you think
Shatrugna also liked Rama. They are very close, but he has to be in the palace to look after the mother and the throne. He was practically ruling the country because
he was managing
Bharata maintaining because Bharata is at the border. Nobody is there.
Yeah, so in a way, every brother had a role to play. One accompanied him physically.
All supported each other.
Yeah, whatever Rama's duty was, I think all the other brothers took it in a certain way.
Yeah, their own ways.
Yeah, because Rama in the forest, he needs to be protecting himself, right? So that duty went to Lakshmana. Whatever his needs all was served. Then his duty as a king was taken care of by Bharata. His duty to the parents was taken care of by Shatrugna.
During the war time, Lakshmana fainted and all that, almost died, and Hanuman had to go and get the medicine. So he was coming back with the mountain in his hand. So that time Bharata was outside, and he thought, what is this coming? He thought some demons or something to attack the country. So he stopped because he took a bow and arrow, and Hanuman got hurt and he fall down. Fall down. Then Hanuman opened the eyes. He looked at Bharata. He thought, hey, my Rama is here. He don't know. You cannot differentiate. Then Bharata asked, who are you? Then he told, I am Rama's servant and all that. Then he will tell all the story that then only they know the story about Sita got kidnapped and the war is going on. All these things, Then Bharata felt, I am so useless. I am here, but I cannot help him. Like, what Lakshmana is so lucky. He can be with brother and he can help out. Can I come with you now? He want to go, but then he told, no, don't come because, that is the rule. Only these two are going, so he stopped it. So Bharata, that is the time only he came to know that all this happened to Rama.
Even I think now I recall like that Ramayana drama. I think for sure you need to draw parallel to that. I think one of my favorite scenes was actually that part where he takes the Rama slippers and that scene is always very moving.
Real devoted brothers.
So since we spoke about all the brothers and all, right? So I think next we're going to speak on another two brothers, which is I think it could be a bit controversial. I think. Any guesses?
Ravana and Vibishana.
Not yet.
Vibishana?
No.
Valli
and
Sugreva.
Good guess. Valli and Sugreva. So maybe Auntie, you want to just introduce the character of Valli and Sugreva, the background of who are Valli and Sugreva.
They are brothers. But actually there is a story that Valli is the son of Indra. And Sugreva is the son of Surya. Okay. So, but they are two brothers. They got a boon like that. They're born out of the boon like that. And Valli is quite arrogant style, but he's very strong. And he got a boon that whoever stand in front of him, your strength will go to him. Okay, so
half the power.
Half of the power will go to him. So nobody can win him. Okay, so that's why even Rama also stand behind him and shot the arrow. Okay, so and Sugreva and Valli once fought with one big demon. So then the demon went into a cave. So he also followed and told Sugreva, if the demon come out, that means he dead lah. You kill him. So then Sugreva waiting and waiting. Both also not coming. So finally Sugreva thought he died. So he closed the cave and he went back And everybody told, now you have to take care of the country and all that. They told him, you are the king. Now he become the king. And Bali's wife, Tara, I think he married to her because she widow already what, and a child is there. So he married, and he also got one wife, La Ruma. Then one day, fine morning, our Bali is coming. Okay, actually he didn't die. He came and he mistook him for everything. He told, you purposely closed the cave to kill me because you want to take my wife, you want to take my country, kingdom. Okay, all these things. So then they had a fight. He cannot, Sugreva cannot cannot fight with him. So there is only one place Bali cannot enter, is a Rishimuga, that mountain. So
it's a stretch of mountain, Rishimuga
Parvata, okay? Because once Bali got fight with somebody and he took the horn and threw the horn. There was a saint was praying in that Rishimuga, that Parvata. It went on his lap. So he cursed, whoever throw this one, if you come to this place, he will die. So he cannot go to that. That's only safest place Sugreva got. Otherwise he'll kill him. You want to kill him, So that is the story of these two brothers. And finally Rama came and Sugreva told, okay, you save me from Bali, then I will help you. Then he fought with, not fought with, he was behind, he shot the arrow. Actually, Bali and Sugreva was fighting. First day Sugreva lost because Bali and Sugreva, which one is look alike. So then next day he wear
change strategy.
strategy, wearing a
the mala.
Then after that, Rama killed Bali. But Bali asked one question. If you want to search for your wife, why didn't you come to me straight away? He can alone, because Ravana once went to him to fight. Ravana liked to fight also. Bali put him under the armpit. Said was
Ravana
in his
fought against Valli.
Then wherever he goes, the armpit is in the armpit. 4 years, Then finally Ravana begged him, please let me go. Then they become friends. Okay, so I can get you your wife. Why you did this to me? That one answer I won't tell you.
So I think Auntie touched about the moral dilemma of this part, all right?
Yeah.
So technically then maybe the question is, like, technically Valli is the older sibling, right? By right the kingdom is his, right?
His one.
So
no, the thing is that kingdom is his one. But Sugreva thought he died.
Okay.
So he came, kingdom somebody must rule, isn't it? So he became the king. He don't know that Valli is. Then he was telling the truth. I don't know that you are alive. I didn't do it purposely, but he don't want to listen. So he chased him out. And when Rama's time, Rama came, Valli was thrown out of the kingdom, I think. He don't have a kingdom by himself.
Sugreva.
No. Valli also was not a king that time, because he had a fight with somebody and that guy defeated him or something. Something is there. I'm not that very sure about it. So that's why Rama told, you are not a king also this time. So how can I come to you for help?
Oh, okay.
I'm not that sure about
What
that
happened?
part.
Okay. And also I think another question that's often asked, right? In any, let's say you are trying to solve some argument, right? You will need to listen to both sides, right? In this case, Rama only heard from Sugreva. He never met Valli also. So, do you think there's a mistake on Rama's part there?
I don't know how to look at it from because both are in conflict. Rama is not in a position where he can actually go and talk to both of them, because the first person he met was Sugriva's people. So and Sugreva brought in Rama, and he was really caring for Rama, and also it would be a bit of a conflict, I feel, if he also went to Valli to try to listen to Valli. And I mean, if he won, he could try to patch them up, but I don't know. I think Rama had the sense of gratitude towards Sugriva also lah, because Sugriva had a huge army that could help him, right? So, if you ask me if it's right or wrong, I don't see a right or wrong here lah. I just think it's a perspective.
But even logically also, Valli would have been a far better ally than Sugreva, right?
Yeah. The thing is that Valli also in wrong.
Okay.
He also like a small Ravana, disturbing everybody, making a lot of sin. His sin also very high. Okay. So, his job, Rama's job is to annihilate all the sinners. Isn't it? So, maybe because of that, he killed Bali without any question. He will know who is Bali. As a god or as a human being. He knows, he might have heard a lot of things about Valli and all that. So maybe because of that. And Hanuman also with Sugreva only.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is, for Krishna with Pandavas, we know that the Pandavas in the dharmic side. So the same way where Hanuman is there, definitely there will be some dharma. So that's why maybe.
Yeah, okay. Then the next question would be like, of course we understand that, if you fight with Valli face to face, you lose half your power. But still, according to the dharma of war, right?
Cannot fight from behind.
Yeah, you cannot hit anyone from behind, right?
So to only way to kill him without losing your power is only back, through the back, So I think because of that, Rama might have done. But whatever it is, Rama also told him, I did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So my next birth, my Krishna Avatara, you will reborn as Jara, the hunter, and you will kill me the same way I killed you. So when Krishna was lying down and a praying time, his leg looked like Krishna, the bird, So he's a hunter.
Yeah.
What he did, he didn't want the bird to go, so he hid behind a tree. So he didn't see Krishna full. You only see the leg. So he shot the arrow. Okay, so same. So whatever you do, you come back to you. Consequences are already there, and he willing to
God also
willing to take up that karma.
Karmic
Okay, that karma. Okay, so he told you will reborn as hunter and you will kill me. I'm taking it. So Bali also agreed that he also did a lot of reason, and he told Angad to be with his son, to be with Sugreva all the time, help him out in Rama in his mission. So then only he died.
At the end, because I heard a few different versions of this also, at the end, did Valli regret his mistake? Because
that's why his mistake. That's why he did a lot of mistakes. So he regretted that. That's why Rama told, you did this, you did that. He pointed out all his mistakes. So he did that's why a lot of sin, I told you. He says, as Rama's job is to kill all the sinners. Okay, so it's a demon or a monkey. But if you are not, you are really disturbing people, then he had to kill. So that's why then, but whatever he did, he took the consequences also. I will take the karma.
Yeah. So
it is a high time for Valli to be killed also. Like Ravana, making so much of Attahasam. So the same thing lah.
But I think even in death also Valli was a bit fortunate because he died
in the hands of. That's why.
Rama,
That's why he
right?
told, I'm very happy. I'm fortunate to die in the hands of your. Valli means he don't need to fight with this and all. He go to Ravana. Ravana will bring the wife to
No. That's why I said logically also Valli would have been a better.
But why he didn't join Valli? Because of the
sins.
Adharma things he doing. Okay.
Maybe the sins of Valli might have stuck to Rama, and Rama, someone like I said, likes to keep the slate clean, right? So he probably just doesn't want the black mark lah.
Yeah, I think this is also applicable in our life these days, right? I think we always have that one friend who's like very popular, very powerful. All these things. Logically, we should be, making friends with this person. But then,
I mean, you can benefit.
Yeah,
maybe.
you can benefit. But what is dharma, right? I think it's
Yeah.
very relatable to our lives also. This
So-
scenario, right? Not always that the better option, the logically better option is the right choice to go
Yeah.
with. There's a higher dharma you need to see, right?
I even think what happened between Valli and Sugreva is very relatable also, because it stemmed out from a pure misunderstanding, and then Valli didn't even bother to like hear what Sugreva has to say, and there was so much of doubt in that person. The first thing that he sees, it's like all negative stuff. Sugreva must have done it to take the kingdom and all. So I think that's also something that happens in like our lives now lah, like misunderstandings.
Yeah, actually, the whole problem would have solved if just
He
spend some
listened to
time
him.
listen.
What he tried to do. His own brother is telling, I didn't try to kill you because I thought I don't want the demon to come out. So I closed this one. Years went on the fighting. So he came back.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about another Vanara in the story, right? So I think this is the most important Vanara lah. So any guess who is it? Hanuman, of course. Hanuman. So we all know about Hanuman, right? As background story of Hanuman, I think. And even today, I think Hanuman is the most favorite character of children in the whole of Ramayana, more than Rama himself.
He's like the superhero of Ramayana.
Yeah, he's a superhero. He's like the original superhero of Hindu
He's
mythology, I think.
Hanuman.
Hanuman. What Spider-Man, what Superman, Hanuman. Nice. So I think one very important thing about Hanuman, of course we know a lot of characters about Hanuman, right? So whenever you say Hanuman, right, it's literally like boundless potential, He can do whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, right, it's like the most powerful superhero kind of like thing, right? But having all that power, right? How does, when you have unlimited power I give you, right? The first thing will be, oh, I'm the top of the world, right?
Yeah,
That's what the
But
thought
his
will come.
humility.
How is it that Hanuman, you think, is humility, humble?
Humility, humble, the devotion. Bhakti is the example for bhakti.
Yeah. So
More than-
this is a perfect example, right? In today's world also, you see people with little power also, like, they cannot control them.
Control them, but yeah, Hanuman is so humble. My
Yeah.
favorite also.
I think Hanuman. Okay, what I can say is like when you've experienced the love and like how it feels being with God Himself, right? I think you would not want anything lah. Because I think that's how like even devotees of Swami who like spend their entire life in bhakti and just serving, I mean, with their qualifications, they can easily just go out and get like
Correct,
a really good job, earn well. But they just decide to
Stay back.
be at Swami's feet, just keep serving. So I think Hanuman was that kind of person for Rama. He had everything. He can get anything he wants, but he experienced that love of Rama. That I don't know lah. I mean, the love of God is different lah. Like people like us, we can forget. But Rama has lived with God, so it's not that easy to forget and let go and use that power.
Yeah, I think the countless stories about Hanuman's love for Rama, right?
Yeah.
Aunty, maybe you can just give a few, Aunty, which
Hanuman's love.
Hanuman's love for.
The
Oh.
pearl one.
After that's what I have to tell you. After the thing, he coronated as the king, and so Sita gave him, because Sita always call him son, it's her son. Sita gave him one pearl mala to him. So he took the pearl mala and like a Vanara Buddhi, he bite, open and throw away. Bite, open and throw away. So Sita was very upset because I have given my son a necklace and he is not appreciating it. So she asked, what are you?
Open and then put it in a ear, right? I think.
No, he'll throw away it
Yeah,
because
he'll open see and then throw.
see, look at it, throw away. So Sita asked, what happened? What are you doing like this? And then she told, no, I'm looking for my Rama. There is no Rama inside. So then Rama is then only he opened the chest and showed that Rama is inside, Rama and Sita. Then another thing is that is even one hair on us is Rama. That means the devotion is the Rama is in him ready, He and Rama not a different thing, entity, he's one.
There's even that another story where after they returned to the palace, everybody literally took one work.
He took
they just pushed Hanuman aside. They didn't give Hanuman any work to do. Then Hanuman asked if Rama, what do you call this?
You will do
Yawns.
your own time. You want to
time
tell
just
like
to
this.
do like this, right? Then end up Rama was constantly yawning and Hanuman was always by the
The
side.
thing is then Sita cannot sleep because he's literally in the bedroom. With whenever he yawn, he will do that.
So I think once you just have that sort of love for the Lord, even the Lord also won't.
Another thing is
Apart from
that
you.
one day he asked Sita put the sindoor here. So then he'll ask, why are you doing like this? And also Sita will tell, oh, because for my husband's long life. The next day he came to the court with a full of That's why when you go to Hanuman temple, you can see he kunguma archana, completely.
Even the prasadam also is kungumam. They don't give vibhuti.
Yeah,
It's like a
kunguma.
child, Hanuman.
It's like a
So
child.
cute.
Innocent.
Yeah.
But is the Amsa or the Shiva and part of Shiva what? Shivamsham. That's a part of Shiva. So
I think now we have spoken about the beauty of Lord Hanuman, right? But also I think there's another constantly debated point about Lord Hanuman, which is the burning of Lanka. So why is this debated, right? So at that point of time, Ravana's Lanka was one of the most prosperous cities in the world, right? Literally, it's called city of gold.
Swarnapuri. Swarnapuri.
City of gold. So everything was so golden, so technologically very advanced civilization. To destroy such a beautiful and advanced city, right? Don't you think it was a mistake? Hamsa, maybe. Yeah.
I honestly, I don't want to question what was happening, but I can try to probably explain what kind of emotion he was in that caused him that lah. I think he was just in because of the love that he has for Rama, right? And Rama has to go through all that. I think he was just fuming in him lah. So he probably needed a release at that point, and there's nothing else that he could do. And what he probably don't want to kill anybody, So the only thing that he could do was to set the whole city on fire and probably not hurt that much people or directly kill them or what. So I think it was just that anger, and he needed an avenue to just let it go.
Auntie Sudha, do you have any different opinion?
Yeah, because of his place, all gold, everything, and all that, Ravana was so egoistic.
Yes,
So ego is the maximum, highest, So then he didn't even respect a messenger. A messenger, you are not supposed to hurt him, tied him up. You have to listen to him. But he didn't even give us chair. He didn't want to listen to him. And when he said Rama, they wanted to tie the tail with a cloth and put the fire on him. Of course, he's a monkey. That time he showed his monkey character. He jumped one place, another place, another place, another place. Everywhere fire lah. Actually, he don't get hurt by fire. He got a boon from there. And because of that, half of Rama's job is finished. Okay? He destroyed the country, and he destroyed the armory. They keep all the armors, all the sword and all the things. That one all he destroyed. Everything. So practically, Hanuman won the battle half.
Half of it.
Okay? But because Sita won Rama to come and kill Ravana and take her. That's why he left him. And also Ravana's fate is in Rama's hand. Okay, so that's why. So I don't believe, because how can they put a fire on his tail? So that they also did the wrong
Plus,
thing.
he didn't come with the intention of hurting anyone. He just wanted
He was
to.
telling, I'm a messenger. But they don't want to listen.
I also felt like it's a point on ego lah. Really,
Ego is
as
ego.
as a city which is like so prosperous,
Is ego.
even the citizens of Lanka also were very proud of themselves. So I think in a way to destroy the pride in people, even today I think if you go to Hanuman temples also, the thing why you play, Hanuman, let me control my ego, let me control my humility. This is what the things you pray for. So I think in a way destruction of Lanka was a symbolism on destruction of ego.
Ravana.
So that's what I feel also.
Ravana's ego that much, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you speak about Ravana, right, we cannot avoid speaking of his brothers, right, which is Vibishana and Kumbakarna. So, in a way, I see Vibishana and Kumbakarna are technically the same. In a way, they Vibhishana didn't agree with what Ravana was saying. He went against what Ravana was saying. He said, "You are wrong." He left his brother, and because his brother is doing adharmic action, he left him and he went and joined Rama. That's one side. Kumbakarna also said that Ravana was in the wrong, but he stood with him and fought until he died. So these are two different shades of the same action. So what is your thought on this? Maybe ask Hamsa first.
I think what Kumbakarna did is probably what Lakshmana did for Rama, but the only mistake that he did was he stood for the wrong side. He knew that there were a lot of people hurting in the way, but his choice lah, he decided to stand at the wrong, so he will face the consequence for it lah. Because if Vibhishana has the buddhi to discriminate and know what is right and what is wrong, and he chose to take a step back, Kumbakarna could have done that easily. But the fact that he chose to stand with the wrong, he has to face that consequence lah. It will come upon him.
Maybe a follow-up question to that, to Auntie, right? So if you see, there's two different sets of brothers. One is Vibhishana and Kumbakarna. One stayed with the brother even if knowing he's wrong. One left, right? So but if you see the Rama's brothers, right, even when how to say, even when they thought that sending of Sita in the fire and all these things, right, Lakshmana also thought it was wrong to do that. He raised his voice, but he stood with his brother. So should you, morally, dharmic wise, if you know that your brother or sibling is doing something wrong, should you stand with them or should you?
No, here Vibhishana tried to advise him so many times. He pointed out all the points to him, because not only he hurting himself, he is hurting the whole country, all the citizens. Isn't it? The citizens all will die. So many ladies will become widows. Okay, all of them go to war, ladies will become widows. And Ravana kidnapped another person's wife.
Yeah.
That is also a great sin. You are desiring for another person's wife is sin. So he did, and he didn't want to rectify his mistakes. His wife advised him. His father is a sage, and is the grandson of a Pulastya, one of the 7 rishis, Saptarishis. So all these good things are there, but he still don't want to move because of ego, his arrogance, everything. You don't want, oh no, I did the right thing. Okay, so all these things, because of that, he tried to advise few times. He is not listening, and from young or so, Vibhishana is born in Rakshasa family, but he is the mind of a saint. He liked to do dharma, so he went to dharma. Rama is dharma, so he went to the dharma. He want to lead a life of dharma. And Kumbakarna knows his fate. He know already this is going to be his last, and it's because his brother doing so. But he want to do a brotherly dharma to his brother. He stand together with the adharma person.
But in a way, I think how do I put this? Like
it's sad. It's sad that Kumbakarna knows that he's going to. He also advised the brother, but brother don't want to listen. Still his ego is there. So then finally he told, okay, I'll be with you. Because he knows that I'm going to die.
Yeah.
But he has to die also in the hands of Rama, because Kumbakarna and Ravana are the reborn as Kumbakarna, because they are the gatekeepers of Vishnu. So they have to die in the hands of God.
But when they say Vibhishana, right, people always say that
Vibhishana was brother.
It always synonymous to traitor, being a traitor. Because technically what happened was, okay, he switched sides, but then he revealed that Lanka was impenetrable city. You cannot. It's a very highly fortified. It's an island which is highly fortified. You cannot, penetrate it. But all the secrets of the city, Vibhishana obviously knew. So
all he told. That's why they told Vibhishana did the wrong thing. That still the debate is going on.
Yeah,
Vibhishana
yeah.
is good or Vibhishana bad. Sometimes we think about in Rama's position and all that. Okay, he did because he wanted to get rid of his brother already. He's doing nuisance. So maybe because of that he told. And if he didn't reveal, Rama cannot kill him.
of course,
So Rama's point of view is did the right thing. He revealed all the things. Because of that, Rama can do his duty.
Maybe
His
he
duty to kill all the
Maybe
demons.
he also knew that like probably Rama cannot lah. So that's why he went to Rama and he himself volunteered.
Because when we go to one side, then we have to support
be
them.
truthful to the side. Yeah, that's
Okay,
correct.
so that's why the debate is still there, right or wrong.
Right or
But
wrong.
I like to believe that it's right.
Again, whatever characters you spoke about, it's about perspective.
That's the
And
thing.
it's up to, I think
Yeah.
that's the
Anyone,
beauty of
yeah.
Ramayana. However you look at it, it's your own perspective.
That's the thing. Because you think about it, Rama has to kill him. If he don't know the way how to go in, how to do things, the Amrit is in his navel.
Navel.
Rama trying his best to kill him cannot. So finally he had to tell you have to shoot at his navel.
Navel.
So he was the reason for his brother's death.
Death.
But the brother is a good brother and he cheated, we can blame him. If Rama is a good man and Lakshmana go and cheat him, we can really kill him. Okay? Because that's a wrong thing. But here Ravana is not in a good position, isn't he?
Yeah. So now I think we speak about the main villain of Ramayana. And the last character that we're going to talk about today is Ravana. So first of all, there is a kind of like a confusion, I think, among people, which is why Ravana has 10 heads. What's the meaning of 10 heads? Did he really have like 10 heads, or was it a symbolism?
No, actually, Ravana is a highly educated person. No?
Spiritual
He is spiritual. So some people tell that is his 6 head is 6 shastras and 4 head is 4 Vedas. He knows all the 4 Vedas, all the shastras, Vedic shastras. Because his father is a saint, I told you. Only mother is in the family, in the demon clan. And grandfather. So because of that. And Ravana also was a good devotee of Shiva. But slowly, Shiva's great devotee in the Ahankara, the ego came. That's why he changed slowly. Then he wanted Shiva to himself. So when Shiva didn't go, then he hated. Then he started becoming the demonic quality and all that. So these 10 heads, some people tell that it is the Shastras and the 4 Vedas. Some people tell that is all the vices. Okay, the 6 vices and Smada Malsarya and all that. But one is intellect is there. And mind is there. So he can use the intellect, isn't he? But he never used the intellect.
That's why I think often they say when they in cartoons and all these movies they depict Ravana, right? It will always be Ravana talking with Ravana and the different heads.
Yeah.
Each will say one suggestion.
This festival, this
uh,
so that is his mind. So that's why he should have used his intellect. There is one head for intellect. That is all his knowledge are there. But he didn't use of it. He was using this all the vices. So that is the 10 heads represents that.
Yeah.
Hamsa got anything else?
No, I'm just thinking like, I don't know. Ravana is so educated, so spiritual. Why would you choose this path? And if someone that knowledgeable and spiritual can do that, like, I mean, we should be extra careful, right? Because we are still we are still learning everything, and
correct.
I don't think we probably can cover all 4 Vedas, but he covered it. So yeah, I'm just thinking like.
No, even they said that the Ravana has they say 64 types of knowledge.
Yeah. 64.
Ravana mastered all the 64. Even Rama did not master all the 64. He mastered. I mean, if you compare side by side, right? Ravana is far more accomplished.
Yeah.
And he's a Brahmin, half Brahmin, isn't it? So
Yeah.
that's why Rama went and asked when to start the war. Ravana came and did a puja for him.
Yes. This
And
also people
told
don't know.
Vijayi Bhava. He
You
anugrahichittu.
want to explain more that? I don't think people
Yeah.
know that story. And
Oh, because before that war started, he did a puja. Rama did a puja, but in that puja, he needed a Brahmin because Rama is a Kshatriya. So only Brahmins can do the puja. So he invited Ravana to come and do. So as a Brahmin, his dharma is to go and do the puja. He didn't thought that I'm a demon king and all that. So he came and did the puja, and he blessed him, Vijayi Bhava. That is the one they always bless, isn't it? Be
be
victorious.
victorious.
So then he went back. So he know his duty also as a Brahmin. That's why after killing Ravana, he came to Rameswaram and did the karma, because Brahma Hatya. He killed a Brahmana. Okay, so he did the Brahma Hatya puja, That's why
Considered one of
Rameswaram
the
is so
most,
famous for...
most highest scenes.
So
to
he
kill
is
a
higher
Brahmin.
than him, caste-wise. And then also Brahmahatya is somehow very
Unforgivable,
bad.
yeah.
So that's why Rameswaram still known as very good for after death
yeah.
we can go do things on because Rama did the pujas there.
Yeah.
So Ravana got a lot of knowledge, and even he asked Lakshmana to go and learn from Ravana.
Yeah,
when
we come
he-
to that Ravana Niti.
Ravana Niti.
Ravana Niti.
So Rama also accepted his knowledge.
Yeah, I think maybe we talk a bit on the technological advancements of Ravana. So if you see, right, Ravana has accomplished in a lot of things. Even I think in terms of musical capabilities.
Can play veena.
Yeah.
Oh, with his 10 hands, he will do the veena and all that. So, and he tried to lift Kailasam, with his power.
Then I think even that Shiva Tandava Stotram,
Shiva
right,
Tandava
was
Stotram
actually
because of that.
composed by
By him,
Ravana.
yeah.
Because why, when he tried to lift this one, Shiva pressed the Kailasam on his hand. So that he got stuck in the mountain. So what happened? He tried to release himself, cannot. So he started praying, and he's the one who created the Shiva Tandava Sostram. So then finally Shiva got pleased with him and gave him some more boons and came back.
Until then he was pious lah. Until he got
No,
the boon
he-
from
He was
Shiva.
pious until
He
the
was
end, but
the thing is that he was very pious, but he wanted Shiva to himself.
yeah.
That idea came to his mind. There started all his destruction ready. Because he asking Shiva to come. Shiva had to leave Kailas and come to Lanka and stay there. So Shiva told cannot. He's universal, isn't he?
Yeah.
He cannot be for one person. God is for everybody. But he wanted. So from there he came back. He was very angry. Then he stopped all praying, and
Yeah.
all the demonic qualities coming up ready.
But I think amongst Ravana's other accomplishment, right? Even I think today you go to Sri Lanka, there's a mountain called Sigiriya. I don't know how many of you have seen.
I never been to Sri Lanka.
Sigiriya. So basically, it's supposed to be the palace of Ravana. That's what they say lah. It's basically on a huge mountain. They carved the mountain, and on top of that was the palace. And surrounding that is actually a lot of this man-made what do you call this, ponds, water catchment areas. So the archaeologists were saying that it's so genius that one part you close means the water will move to the other parts. So it's like they have a way of pumping the water up the the mountain, right? So you need to pump the water up and all these things. It was really genius the way how things were constructed. So
his weapons and all that very high technical weapons, Now we tell that now like a nuclear warhead and all that, like that only,
Yeah. So such a knowledgeable person, right?
But he wasted. That's why Swami always told what? End of education is
Character.
character. He lost that.
That's very true. So I think when you spoke about Ravana Niti, right, Auntie, I think this one is often something that people don't know about. So you want to explain after the war what happened, Auntie?
After the war, he fall after the fall. So Rama told before he died, Lakshmana asked Lakshmana to go and learn from him. So Lakshmana first go to his head, so he won't say anything. So then he come back. Ravana didn't tell me anything. So Ravana told, you go and stand near the leg. Guru's leg, isn't it? And then he go there and Ravana will advise what don't.
Yeah, there are certain things. So
The 4 things, isn't it?
yeah, so
4
Ravana
things.
says the first one is respect for Brahmins. He respect Rama, always respect the Brahmins because why? They hold the spiritual and knowledge of a particular kingdom.
And he also told about brother, isn't it?
Yeah, so second one is righteousness and dharma. He said always follow your dharma. As a king, you always take care of the welfare of your subjects. That's second one. Then compassion and mercy. So he said that be compassionate and merciful to your defeated foes. Even if you defeat them, be always practice this compassion and mercy. And the next one is the most important. I think one of the thing that people remember for. He said always have trusty advisors with you. So he said always keep your brothers or your advisors close because they know your weakness. They know your. In terms of Vibishana, that was his mistake.
He chased him out actually. He chased him out from the country, isn't it? So that's why.
Yeah, and also he said avoid pride, avoid anger, avoid haste. So
it's funny that it's coming from him.
Exactly.
Because once
At the time of
he
his death.
realized already. Realization came in very late. That's the problem.
Very late. Yeah. And also he says loyalty to allies. Make sure you know your allies and keep them close lah. And last thing was actually forgiveness. So he said, what if people wronged you in the past, they ask for forgiveness, you forgive them. So these are some of the things that was said in the Ravana Niti.
Ravana Niti. It's very famous actually.
Yeah.
But I can't remember all the things.
Yeah, but it's
But
really
only thing I
beautiful
told
that
is brothers you have to be close knit.
at the time of death, you realize this, right? So it's a good lesson for rest of us.
He knows all these things, all through his life, because he learned person. But he want to implement that. So then the moment he fall down, he realized that I know all these things. Why I didn't do it for myself? So now he had to advise others. Don't do this. Don't live the way I lived. That's what he want to show.
So any last words from Auntie before we close? Overall, what do you feel like Ramayana? Is it still relevant to us in the
Of
modern
course.
age?
We can learn lot of things from Ramayana, especially the youths and youngsters and all that. How to be loyal to your family. The brother's affection, no? Nowadays siblings all very fast, they'll fight each other for small things, and how to be good. Whatever you do, you have to do good. And don't, what Rama's life is really, we can make use of. It will be our ideal model, the role model for us. He's very good in everything. And he's very calm. He don't take actions very fast. He think properly. That's what now we are losing it. We haste decisions we take. We don't think
Hamsa?
properly.
For me, I think firstly is because every character has his own good and bad, right? Similar with us lah. So we what we can do is try to reduce the bad side of it and take the good lah. So that's one thing that we can do. And secondly, I think Rama, of course a lot of things can be debatable lah, but in the end we still respect him, we still love him, we still talk about him, sing about him. So it's how what kind of impact you make in people, and it's how you lead your life lah, that will speak later. So I think for me Rama is that ideal person. Yeah.
I really also I agree with what you said lah. In each character of Ramayana, if we take and really think about it, analyze it, there's a lot of things that we can actually learn. So I hope people don't just see it as it's a story, it's a
Each and
epic,
every
it's a
character.
mythology.
Each and every character teaches something.
Yeah, don't take it as on surface level. It's mythology. It's it's an old story. It's a lesson for our life lah. A lot of things we can implement also. Even when you spoke about Ravana, right? the 10 heads of Ravana, each one say one thing. We also have the 10 heads inside us, right? Technically, we are also being, in the modern age, we are also Ravana, right?
Maybe we got more heads.
Maybe you got more heads than Ravana, exactly.
More than that.
Yeah, so I think it's a lesson for all of us. Okay, so thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Hamsa, for joining our podcast today. So I think you have spent your precious time sharing all your knowledge and information over the past 2 episodes. And I'm sure the viewers have learned a lot from our discussion today. So if you have any suggestions or any feedback on our episode for today, you can always write to us, and we will try to accommodate you to best of our ability. So we hope this has been a very informational and useful episode to all of you. So till next time, this is Harvin signing off with our podcast session for today. Sairam, thank you.